So the next gym we're on to is Zoo Culture. Zoo Culture, I don't know whether you class this as Los Angeles or it's sort of on the edge, but in that whole area. Zoo Culture is owned by, run by Bradley Martin. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with who he is. He's arguably the most sort of famous sort of guy on social media in the sort of health and fitness, strength and conditioning space. I've been watching a lot of his videos for a long time, so I had to visit whilst I was in the area. But yeah, it's such a cool place to train. A lot of attention to detail. A lot of the equipment's real heavy duty, really good quality stuff. Lots of space, a variety of kit, a lot of free weight, a lot of sort of a big free weights area, a lot of racks, rigs. Yeah, great gym, great vibe. Even Larry Wheels turned up whilst I was there. Unfortunately, he was shooting, so I couldn't do a bit of fanboy moment and try and get some photos, but he's an absolute beast in real life. He is a monster. I really want to see him transition into strongman like a lot of people are suggesting he might do. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to cut through the gym first of all and then we'll get on to a workout. So I think I'm just going to pan around everywhere so you can sort of see down the track in the middle with the logo. You've got the rigs and stuff at one side, the sort of more plate loaded machines at the other. Focusing in on the lower body accessory stuff. Leg presses and hack squats are huge, really heavy duty. Now shooting over to a couple of decent quality racks, all calibrated plates set up there. There are a load of branded bumper plates too on the deadlift platforms. And now coming back up, panning around, you can just see Larry Wheels sort of in a squat position there, doing his thing. Now, onto workout. So I finally did it. I hit the 20 rep squats at 160 kilos. Really happy with this. I think I've done like 140 or 145 before I came here and it was real tough. Just been small increments, a couple of kilos, like 5 pounds at a time. I wasn't going to do it today. It was going to be like 158, 159 based on the pound plates. But I saw they had some calibrated Alico plates in there. And I thought, you know what, I don't want anyone calling me out saying, oh, the old cast iron plates, you might be a kilo or two off. Like, it's these calibrated plates. It's even a 45 pound bar, so it's a pound over. So it's 160.4 kilos maybe. So, you know, busting through targets there. But yeah, this set was actually easier than the last one I did, which was like 157 kilos, 156, something like that. I just felt good today. I felt like I was tight, my bracing was a lot better. I was really pulling down on the bar, so you know, trying to keep my back a lot tighter, sort of like I'm doing like a lat pull down onto the bar. John Lane mentioned and gave me some advice about imagining you doing like a behind the neck lat pull down when I was over at Alpha Omega the other day. I've done a lot of squatting recently and my knees are starting to feel a little bit creaky, so maybe I'm going to back off a little bit, but 20 reps at 160 kilos, I'm pretty happy with this. I think all in all it took me about 2 minutes 15, 2 minutes 20, something like that. There's a patch in the middle where the reps slow down right about now, and then the last few, although I'm dive bombing them, the last 3 or 4 reps are quite good actually. So yeah, it felt really, I'm just happy that I've got the front squat 160 for a triple, the 20 rep back squat 160, it's done, my targets are complete. I'm probably going to start sort of tapering up the weights now as I come to the end of the trip and then go through maybe January back in England and try and sort of break through some records and hit some new 1 rep maxes towards the end of January. And then once again, 4 lots, 3 reps, eccentric, sort of paused. So 3 seconds down, it's meant to be 2 in the bottom. You might class that as 2 or 1.5, but the next pauses are, I think this pause is cut short, the final pause is okay. Let's have a look. My commentary on this is always wrong every single time. Yeah, our pause was quite good, and I didn't tip as much as I did in the last video when it was slightly lighter weight. Then I moved on to 6 sets of 6 push press. I'm just going to show you 3 sets, 2 sets sped up. The final set coming up now is in real time. Yeah, that's not a bad weight. I mean, 102 kilos, 225 pounds. I'm quite happy with it. It moves quite quick, as you can see. Yeah, it was definitely felt it in the end. A little bit unstable on the last rep, but it's all good. Same principle on the deadlift, 6 sets, 6 reps, only 202 kilos because I was beat. The squats had absolutely fried me, and even just the stability on the overhead press, like I could feel it in my core, but it wasn't too bad. So same as the military press or push press, 2 sets sped up, the final set is real time. It's not bad, it moves okay, the bar speed's fairly good. Bar speed at most weights on the first rep or 2 is always cool, and it slows down. I've definitely made improvements on my deadlift form. I'm keeping the bar closer to me than I used to do, not letting it swing out as much. I've always sort of grip it and rip it type person, and the bar just goes wherever, but a bit more control nowadays. But yeah, I mean, this took it out of me, and then I moved on to just some accessory stuff. So some upper body, it was a supersetted 6 sets of 10 on this sort of incline press, with 6 sets of 10 on like a seal row machine that they've got there, which I've never really used before, so it was just something different. Not heavyweight, just getting a bit of a pump, a bit of extra work, a bit of extra volume. This was quite good because it completely took out like body English. There's a little bit of a jerk with the shoulders on the last few reps, but like the lower body really doesn't get involved in any of this. So yeah, it was a nice little movement. Really felt it in sort of mid traps, rear delts. Now this leg press was ridiculous. It's, yeah, as you can see, both legs are moving independently, and you can see how ugly it is. My right leg is clearly quite a bit stronger than my left, and it's pushing the weight up a lot earlier. So mid-set I decided to just sort of let it rest at the bottom and then explode up and just see what was happening. My right leg is in front every time, and also controls it on the descent better. So that's just indication I need to put in some unilateral work when I get home. Maybe do a lot of my accessories like that, split squats, lunges, things like that, just to try and bring both legs up equally, because if my right leg's that much stronger, if I got my left leg to the same strength as my right, then clearly my squat would be better, or maybe I'll minimise any potential hip pain or knee shift, things like that. Superset those with reverse hypers. As you can see, it's got like a double pivot on the arm here, and every now and then it was sort of jumping a little bit, but I love reverse hyper. And now finishing up with a shot of Bradley's dog, which is the most beautiful dog I've seen in a long time. So cool, but wanted me to play, but then tried biting my hand every time. But I've mentioned it on these videos before. I love dogs. Dogs in gyms, anything, it's all good, creates a cool vibe, cool culture, loved it. So yeah, that was zoo culture. It was cool just to be in that environment where I've seen so many videos, put in a lot of work. Larry Wheels turning up, although you know he was busy, I couldn't get a chance to do a little fanboy moment. As I said, it was just cool to see how much of an absolute beast he is in real life. And yeah, it was a great session. I'm heading up to Yosemite National Park in the morning. On the way there, I'm stopping off at the training hall, which is Oddhaugen, or Oddhaugen's place, where Martins Lissix trains. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. This was more barbell focused, so tomorrow I'll try and do a bit more strongman stuff, and then a few days off the grid walking around in Yosemite. Hope you enjoyed this video, and next one coming soon. Thanks.